Yo guys, welcome back to a new video, and today we will be looking at the best players from every South American country right now. Argentina, Lionel Messi. This was definitely the easiest and quickest country to do because of course Lionel Messi is one of the greatest footballers of all time, let alone the best Argentina player in the world right now. Admittedly, he's not had one of the best seasons of his career after his summer move from Barcelona to Paris Saint-Germain. But that is to be expected from someone who is 34 years old and is playing in a new league and a new system for the first time in his career. So despite the difficult season, he is still Argentina's best player right now. Brazil, Neymar. Now this actually might be controversial. Neymar has been Brazil's golden boy for the past 10 years, but recently there is a new kid in town, and that is Vinicius Jr. from Real Madrid. After a few difficult seasons at the club, he has finally come into his own, forming a lethal partnership with Benzema, which has helped them win the La Liga title and got them a place in the Champions League final against Liverpool. It could therefore be argued that he is now Brazil's best player, whilst Neymar is in the past. However, I don't think one good season is enough to say that he is better than Neymar, considering everything that Neymar has achieved in his career and continues to achieve. Despite this not being one of his best seasons, he has still managed 13 goals and 6 assists in just 22 league matches. Therefore, in my opinion, I think it's still too early to say that Vinicius Jr. is Brazil's best player, but this might change in the future. Bolivia, Romero Vaca. Bolivia is not known to have great footballers, therefore it took some effort to find their best player currently. But Romero Vaca is just 22 years old and has 12 caps to his name, playing in the Belgian First Division for Beerschot. He is an attacking midfielder, having registered 3 assists in 26 league games and has a value of £630,000 according to Transfer Market. Paraguay Almeron. Now I'll be honest, I was hesitant to put Almeron on this list considering that he has only 1 goal in 30 league games this season for Newcastle. But unfortunately, Paraguay is not littered with talent and therefore I had to stick with him. He's got a market value of 16 million euros according to Transfer Market, making him the highest valued player for the Paraguay national team. Since Eddie Howe replaced Steve Bruce as manager for Newcastle, they have enjoyed an upturn in form and Almiron has certainly played his part. Therefore, it's only fair to put him on this list. Uruguay, Darwin Nunes. After the likes of Diego Forlan, Luis Suarez and Edison Cavani, Uruguay once again have a top number 9 in their hands. 22-year-old Darwin Nunes is being linked with some of the best clubs in Europe right now, including Manchester United, after his fine season with Benfica, scoring 34 goals in all competitions. This includes 6 goals in just 10 games in the Champions League against the likes of Bayern Munich, Barcelona and Liverpool. While Suarez and Edison Cavani are still active in Europe, they have both struggled with injuries this season and form, so therefore Nunes was on this list instead of those two. It remains to be seen whether he achieves what they have achieved for the Uruguay national team, but the signs are good. Venezuela, Joseph Martinez. The 29-year-old striker has been playing in the MLS for the past 5 years for Atlanta United, scoring plenty goals and breaking plenty records. He currently holds the record for being the fastest player in MLS history to reach 100 league goals, requiring just 125 games. He has played 58 games for Venezuela, scoring 12 goals, and has represented his country in 3 Copa Americas. In the last few seasons, his goal-scoring habits have dried up, but considering that he's competing with Solomon Rondon, who only has 1 league goal this season for Everton, he is still Venezuela's best player. I will, however, give an honourable mention to Yangel Herrera, the 24-year-old CDM who was playing for Espanyol last season on loan from Man City. Guyana, Terrell Ondan. Terrell Ondan is a former Ajax and AZ Alkmaar youth player and has also played for the Netherlands under-21 national team. He has also played 3 seasons of top-flight football in the Netherlands, which is rare for someone playing for the Guyana national team. With a market value of £315,000, he is Guyana's most valuable player according to Transfermarkt. Chile, Alexis Sanchez. An international since 2006, Alexis Sanchez is arguably Chile's greatest ever player. He is his country's both most capped player and all-time top goal scorer, leading them to 2 back-to-back Copa Americas in 2015 and 2016. At 33 years old, it is clear to see that he is not the player that he once was, and that's why I was tempted to put Ben Brereton on this list instead. The 22-year-old striker born in Stoke has already made 12 appearances for Chile and has enjoyed a fine season with Blackburn, scoring 22 goals in the Championship. But despite his amazing season, I could not justify putting a Championship player ahead of a player playing in the Serie A. With 9 goals and 5 assists for Inter Milan and scoring the winner against Juventus in the Coppa Italia final, Alexis Sanchez is still Chile's best player, at least for this season. Peru, Renato Tapia. 26-year-old Tapia is a defensive midfielder who plays for Celta Vigo in La Liga. He currently has a market value of £9 million, making him the most valuable player from the Peru national team. He made his debut for Peru in 2015 at the age of just 19 years old and already has 74 caps for his country. He has also previously played for Feyenoord, where he won the 2016-17 Eredivisie. Colombia, Luis Diaz. Liverpool's January transfer signing Luis Diaz has enjoyed a fine season, scoring 22 goals and 11 assists in all competitions combined for Porto and Liverpool. Having been at the club for only 6 months, he has already won the FA Cup and Carabao Cup and could be about to win the Champions League against Real Madrid. Colombian all-time greats such as Falcao and James Rodriguez are still active, but I went for Luis Diaz instead, as he is in his prime and the other two are on the decline. Once considered one of the best strikers in Europe, Radamel Falcao has only managed 6 league goals in La Liga this season, whilst James Rodriguez has struggled in Qatar and is looking for a move back to Europe. Colombia have therefore found their new superstar in 25-year-old Luis Diaz, who will be on this list for years to come. Ecuador, Piero Hincapié. 20-year-old Piero Hincapié is not just one of the best talents to come out of Ecuador, but one of the best talents to come out of South America in general. The centre-back signed for Bayer Leverkusen in the summer of 2021 and has already become a first-team regular with 27 appearances in the league this season. Despite only being 20, he already has made 16 appearances for the Ecuadorian national team and will be playing in the Champions League next season with Bayer Leverkusen, having finished third in the Bundesliga. An honourable shout-out also goes to 24-year-old Pervis Estupiñán. The former Watford player played an important role in Villarreal reaching the Champions League semi-finals this season. Suriname, Geraldo Becker. We have reached the final country in South America, whose star player is 27-year-old Geraldo Becker, who plays for Union Berlin in the Bundesliga. Just like Terrell Ondan, Becker has played for the Ajax youth team and has made multiple appearances for the Netherlands youth teams. But in 2021 he pledged his allegiance to Suriname, for whom he has made 5 appearances and scored 2 goals. At club level, the right winger scored 4 goals and 6 assists in the Bundesliga, helping Union Berlin finish 5th and just 1 point away from the top 4. With a market value of £3.6 million, he is Suriname's most valuable player by a country mile. And that was it for the best player right now from every South American country. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment what video you want me to do next.